We all pity the man, right? Wants to stride out of his house, go straighten out the corporation, has not yet straightened out his garage. You got to take care of the small disciplines before life will give you a chance to handle the more complicated disciplines. How do you think Mark Hughes got here? Scattered now throughout 14, 15 countries, another 14, 15 coming up. I mean, how do you do this? You start first with the smallest of disciplines, and do not neglect them and do not disregard them as being trifling. Everything matters. Everything's important. Good phrase to take home. All disciplines affect each other. In fact, here's a good philosophical phrase. If you hadn't thought of it before, here it is. Everything affects everything else. It's so easy to be casual and say, well, this doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I'm telling you, everything matters. Of course, some things matter more than others, but there isn't anything that doesn't matter. Then here's the positive side. Every new discipline affects all your other disciplines. If you'll get some new things going, make some calls you've never made before, step up your activity level, step up your labor level, develop the skills from these 2 days of training here, and you'll go home and work some miracles on your days and your life and your future and your income and your business, and a bigger portion of that 400 million will certainly be yours. Go for the disciplines, the smallest of disciplines, the least of disciplines. Like keeping your accounts in order, the smallest of disciplines. Did you ever hear this expression? I don't know where it all goes. Did you ever hear that? I don't know where it all goes. Wow. Oh, we'd love to have you run Herbalife. You don't know where it all goes. How long do you think we'd last here in Herbalife if that was your philosophy sitting at the top like Mark Hughes? Let me give you the story on Mark Hughes. Mark knows where everything goes. And he started back when he only had pennies. He started back when he only had dollars. He started back when he didn't have much. But here's the key. One of the greatest extraordinary phrases that's ever been written from antiquity says, if you'll be faithful, if you'll be disciplined when the amounts are small, we'll make you a ruler, give you a position of authority when the amounts are many. Somebody says, I've only got 2 or 3 distributors, I don't know where they are. Come on. If you've only got 2 or 3, you can know when they get up. You can know when they go to bed. You can know all the details. Take care of your disciplines when the amounts are small. And then life will see to it that you get some extraordinary numbers to work with, like you saw the stories displayed here. Do not disregard the smallest of disciplines. Let us not neglect. Do not neglect the smallest of disciplines. And build on that foundation, and you can have everything you could possibly want. Okay? Get going.
Let me tell you, all of you out there who don't have a system of sustenance, you're fooling yourself. You can't stay at your mama's house forever. Sooner or later, you got to stand up and come up with a system that sustains you, even if it's not what you dreamed of. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But if you wallow in your problems, you'll never shift in your situation.
This is your time. Search yourself. Take personal inventory. When you do that, things happen for you.
Stop focusing on what you don't have. What do you have? What are your assets? Well, I'm not good in math, and I'm not smart, and I'm not this, and I'm not that. But God has given you something that can win the battle. Dreams motivate us. Dreams energize us. In all of your getting, get a dream in your life, and you become unstoppable. And don't underestimate it. And don't act like it's not important.
The first step is the most important because it gets you started. So I want you to have confidence today. Not for the whole journey, just for today. Just for this step. Go ahead and take it. Guess what happens? Each step gives you more confidence until you become a confident person, even in a crisis.
I want to talk to somebody whose days all look the same. And you wake up in the morning and it doesn't matter what you put on, and it doesn't matter what you do. You got the same thing to deal with. You got the same problem. You got to put up with the same lying people. You got to live in the same community with the same neighbor next door, deal with the same economic consequences, the same Monday, same Tuesday, same Wednesday, same Thursdays. On the outside, it's beautiful, but on the inside, it's paralyzed. On the outside, we paint great pictures. On the inside, we're not speaking. What difference does it make what day when every day is the same? Now, to all of you who are trying to figure out next steps because you have been paralyzed by a pandemic, you find yourself with your back up against the wall and you're trying to figure your way out.
Robert Schuller said, tough times never last. Tough people do. And so therefore you want to maximize this time where we are. And the best thing to do is do your best.
Take the step. Step aggressively towards your fear. And that step towards your fear is the step into bravery. Because we're scared of what we don't know. And there is only one way to learn and to know, and that is to confront that fear. You have to step. You have to go. Don't wait anymore. Don't think anymore. Don't plan anymore. Don't contemplate anymore. Don't make any more excuses or justifications. Don't rationalize anything else. No, no, and no. Instead, be aggressive. Take action now.
Some of you are in a season right now where you know where you're going, but you don't understand where you are. You know where you're going. Don't get discouraged by where you are. I don't care how rich you are. I don't care how broke you are. You all have the same amount of time every day. You get 24 golden boxcars, and what you fill those golden boxcars with determines where your life and the direction of your life goes. Unclutter your life and keep focused. Don't give up. In trying times, don't stop trying. Regret looks back. Worry looks around. But victory looks up. A man is not finished when he's defeated. He's finished when he quits. The successful trait of all successful people is they conquered the temptation to give up, especially when it gets tough. Especially when all hell is coming against you. Stand up on your hind feet. Stand right there and say, you know something? It isn't the final say so until I say so.
It don't cost no more energy to think big than it does small. You can say Volkswagen and you can say Rolls Royce with the same amount of effort. You ain't got the grunt to say Rolls Royce. If you think poor thoughts, you got to be poor. The moment you change that thought into wealth or riches, you start the process to becoming wealthy or rich. It's not a magic trick. It's really how it works. People complicate it. You got to do this and you got to do that, but it's real simple.
This is the time to maximize your potential. This is the time to live your dreams, because you can do more. It's important that we challenge ourselves. People form habits, and habits create futures. If you get in the habit of doing your best at all times, under all circumstances, something is going to be birthed out of you. And see, life is about maximizing the moment. We got a moment here. Maximize it. Take advantage of it. What else you got going on for you? This is an entrepreneur's era. This is no longer the job economy. This is the entrepreneur's economy, the gig economy, the attention economy. 47 million jobs will be lost through artificial intelligence. And the people that will be displaced, the people that will be traumatized, the people that will be impacted disproportionately are the people who are not willing to learn.
You have to learn to start where you are. Big doors swing on little hinges. Despise not the day of small beginnings. And so many people say, when I get a big break, when a big door opens, when somebody notices me, when somebody sees my talent and really invest in me, when somebody gives me that big break. But that is not the key to success. The key to success is to start where you are. Right where you are. Not when things get better. Not if you had what somebody else has. But start where you are.
It's interesting to me that successful people never seem to use the word normal to describe their lives. They don't. Because somehow they feel that out of the 8 billion people on this planet, that they are having a truly unique experience. It's interesting. The people who use the word normal to describe their lives, these guys, they seem to have a quality of dissatisfaction about some aspect of their lives. And if I'm talking about you, take notes, because that thing you're dissatisfied with will pop up one day and it will surprise you. Normal has held you back. Okay, what if your life looks a whole lot better on the other side of denial? What if on the other side of self-doubt, self-pity, low self-esteem, what if on the other side of that, your life looks a whole lot better? The people who are successful, they have a strong track record of blowing up their normal, blowing it all up. They blow up their normal to discover success. I mean, check it out. Go talk to somebody out there. Identify somebody you think is successful and ask them, how many times have you blown up your normal? I'm telling you, end of the day, success is about blowing up your normal. That's how you get there. You have to blow up your normal. That's what you want. That's what is at the other side of normal.
Get around the right people, people that inspire you, people whose energy brings out the best in you, generate new ideas, a new perspective on how you look at this thing called life, and live each day as if it were your last, because one day, oh come on now, one day, did you hear me? One day it will be. Learn how to present yourself. Learn how to earn money from home with your knowledge. If you can do it for corporations, you can do it for yourself. And you'll pay yourself 3 to 4 times more money, and with less hassle and politics and all type of pressure and stress that you deal with when you're working for someone else. That's the name of the game right now. is controlling your own personal economy. As I said, we're going from brick and mortar to click and order. That's the new economy. Learning how to present from home, learning how to use this computer to bring your personality through.
They said faith is the oil that takes the friction out of living. That's when you need to believe in yourself. Then, and judge not according to appearances, and say to yourself, it's possible. It's possible. I can make it. I'm going to get through this. It's possible. I'm not going to allow this to get the best